We have certainly had a wet and stormy week, and although we were dry on Friday, that is not over. We are expecting another round of storms today, but I will say, just like the last several days of this past week, it is a tricky forecast due to model inconsistency. In fact, what we're seeing on models today looks very different than what we saw on models this time yesterday, but we are expecting a round of storms to move through this morning through early afternoon. And let's get to futurecasts to really show that. We're keeping an eye on Mexico, just like where we've seen storms form this past week. That is where I do think we have a chance to see convection and to see them start to move in to the coastal bend. And so as early as this morning, we could see it affect the brush country and start to get into our eastern counties and moving on off into the Gulf this afternoon. So a couple of things. This is happening during the day. That last week it was happening overnight, so people were already inside. So you're going to need a backup plan if you have outdoor plans today. Also, you need a way to receive alerts because there is a severe threat with this, as well as a flash flooding threat. Now, I just played through the evening and overnight hours and into your Sunday, and what you can see with that is that the rainfall actually does trend down on this particular model. Though that's not the case for the other models. We are still going to have lots of energy and moisture into the overnight hours. Now, I think the difference could be if we don't see strong to severe storms this afternoon, we could still have storm fuel to see some storms this evening and overnight hours. So I still do have a widely scattered chance for some activity going into early Sunday morning, even though it doesn't show up on this futurecast, but we will know more once we see what happens during the day here. A couple things to keep in mind today. Again, you're going to want your rain gear if you have to be out and about, but with this, there is a marginal severe risk. So those main hazards are going to be damaging wind and hail. Have a way to receive alerts and also have a place to go to make sure you can be under shelter. And where we see those strong to severe storms set up, we also tend to see heavy rainfall rates. And because of how much rain we've seen over the past week, we already have saturated soils, which means flash flooding is possible. And reminder, turn around, don't drown. Now, you may be wondering about the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. It does look like Sunday is trending drier, but maybe a few isolated pop-up showers and storms. Monday for your Memorial Day does look pretty dry, and then Tuesday we'll start to see that rain chance pick back up as we get towards the end of the day. The reason why we are drying out here is because that moisture is really backing off as we go into the beginning of the work week. That's because a low is going to form, and what that low does is bring in some drier air into the coastal bend, and that's why our rain chances are going to trend down. But that's not going to last for long. We'll start to see those storm chances increase again Tuesday night into your Wednesday.